Hello, Farlanders. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust. This is episode 813. Oh, 813 of the series. Wolfie, your face is on fire. Now that's amusing. I am amused. But yeah, welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Like I said, episode 813. This one coming out on Wednesday, January 20th, 2021. We did do a bunch of streaming Farlands in the meantime. So that's why, if you're paying attention, and I've only gone from episode 812 to this, that's why this all looks different. And also we did some explosive excavation, I remember now, of a underwater spawner dungeon. And everything's still there. Hi! Oh, I didn't want to actually pick up everything, but that's fine. Nope. 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 Alright. So no golden apples, huh? I think I'm just picking up the same stuff. It's flowing back into me. Alright, let's go on and get it. Alright, can I? Here we go. I'm gonna drown, but that's fine. God, stop picking up things. We're free! Oh, okay. Alright, some excitement there to start out your Farlands or Bust experience today. Is that all? I think that's all. Everything else is fine. Alright, let's grab Wolfie and carry on west here in Minecraft Beta 173. We're also carrying on, despite and in spite of reaching our $4,200 charity goal. We're still raising money for the charity, the Equal Justice Initiative, over at farlandsorbust.com. Got some very generous donations in, and we're up to $5,303.44. Thank you, everybody who keeps donating. I did kind of, we were discussing during the Farlands streams the Flobathon ideas, and I do like the idea of, like, a Flob-a-day thing. If I could just, like, it would mean it would still be a few weeks, but I would like to maybe do something where if we stream a day, Flob, that then the final day ends on March 6th, which is the 10-year anniversary of episode 1 of what at the time wasn't Farlands or Bust, but was at the time my first Minecraft Let's Play video upload. Mistakes were made. So yeah, I like that idea. Like, it's the girlfriend kind of not scolded me, but kind of was like, you're already looking for ways to weasel out of it, or like ways that you can't do it. It's just, even as I know the last Flobathons, I've been like, stress-free, we're just taking it easy, let's just chill out, man. Like, it's the obligation, I suppose, when I say I'm going to do Flob a day, like, I anticipate failing or missing a day or something like that. And then that is reason enough for my brain to be like, well, then just don't do it. But I'd like the idea. It's not something we've ever done before. It's something I should have done many times before, and has been suggested many times, but I would like to do that, and I will have more information. But then again, if it's stream a day for like a month, hopefully y'all can catch it at whatever time you can, because it's not like one event, one time, miss it and lose it, or whatever, forever. So, yeah, I suppose I would just wait. And that, we did just kind of press F3, I feel like, at the terrain jitter thingy a few months ago. I don't know, 6 months ago. When did that happen? So I feel like streaming Farlands or Bust every day would allow us to gain some additional distance towards the Farlands and make it a little bit more of an interesting mystery. Since we've never done that before, we don't know what sort of ground we can cover if we're streaming every day, even if it's just a couple hours a day. Honestly, like if I do Farlands or Bust for a couple hours and then like switch to something else. Although at this moment there is nothing else because video games are bad. Just all video games right now are bad. So yeah, I like that idea. And I mean, I suppose if I want to end on the 6th, I should start, I suppose, on February 6th, which I said is still like 3 weeks or whatever away. So I hope y'all aren't expecting anything immediately, but something else, and everybody here's GeoGuessr. So yeah, that is a TLDR if you TL didn't R the streams of Farlands or Bust where we were talking about this. Another thing I talked about was that this past weekend I had plans to go skiing for the first time in my life. Cross-country skiing, alpine skiing, as it's known. The girlfriend had been before. I never have, and we were just looking for something. We want to get out of the house, do something different, try new things, experience whatever we can in the area that is available to us and relatively safe, he says, of skiing. So we did. We went out. There's so many places once you get up into the mountains, but went out to a snow park area. We, as were instructed, purchased ahead of time online our passes, our trail passes. It turns out we didn't know we needed to reserve our rental gear, or that there was a way to reserve our rental gear. Like, in order to reserve your rental gear, you have to get there super early in the day before everybody else rents their rental gear. So that was unfortunate because I was interested. Cone says, purchase passes. I was brought up to believe skiing was free. No, my friend. These are establishments. You gotta have groomed paths as far as like cross-country skiing is concerned. You know, with those, the type we were wanting to do was the classic skiing, which you're like, there's two almost like tracks already built into the snow. But then also like actual downhill skiing, like that's all like set up. Like you need to have a pass to be on the grounds that day. And then separately a lift pass to be able to get up on the lift and up on the mountain to then go down the mountain. You also need equipment, which is where the rental equipment comes in and where it kind of ruins the plans if you don't have any of it. But we were careful of it. We were able to effortlessly pivot to instead try snowshoeing, as they had plenty of snowshoes to rent, and we were given a discount because what we wanted wasn't available. So it all was well that ended well, and neither of us had ever tried snowshoeing. So we did some snowshoeing, and that was enjoyable. Never done that before. It's a little awkward because they're a little heavy. I mean, I'm sure there's like super expensive, lightweight carbon fiber snowshoes you can buy, but yeah, we went on a little trail that went down. It was very picturesque. Woo! Don't go that way. That was misleading. I was misled into believing that was cool and cold, what with the ice and the snow, but there was lava. Deadly lava. So yeah, we did that. It's not bad. It was like hiking, but in the snow. It was a nice area. So yeah, that was interesting. I don't know that we're gonna become snowshoers. snowshoeys. I mean, I've hiked in the snow before, but like on a hiking trail where it's all packed down and I've had to wear just spikes, cramp-on spikes on my hiking boots. Snowshoes are similar. They have the spikes, but they're also big, so you don't, fall into the snow. But yeah, we would like to actually try skiing at some point. And we've decided that there are like more than just the snow park rents equipment, like REI stores and various outdoor stores rent equipment. So I think we're going to go that route to make it a little bit easier on ourselves to just like have the stuff ready and available. And then all we need is the trail pass, and we can be well on our way. Although I was looking forward to it, but I know it's going to be a lot harder than snowshoeing. So look forward to those future injuries, and we'll continue in the morning. And awakeness. A real calf workout from what I've heard. Snowshoeing? See, the thing is, like, the girlfriend says so, and like her calves were sore, but mine were not. My calves were not sore. Like, my inner thigh region was, simply because you have to like walk with a wider stance, what with the wide snowshoes. So I think that's what I was doing. But my calves were completely fine. They were unbothered. I feel like the skiing. Well, that's Wolfie. I feel like the skiing is going to be a calf arm workout and everything, but yeah, no, my calves have been fine. I did not skip calf day. That is to say, I've never done any sort of leg exercise other than hiking in my life. Remember high school? I don't know, this is probably like an American high school thing, but in gym class, there would be a day where they would like measure your flexibility for whatever reason. I don't know where this information resides, in some database at the top level of government, but like, no, there was like a wooden box that had like a measuring tape on top of the box, and then you put your feet, like the box goes against a wall like this, you put your feet flat on the box and your legs are flat, you're seated, and then you have to bend over and reach, and like the marks on the inches are like on the top of the box. The sit and reach. Yes, Kaylee. I had forgotten that's what it's called, but it was called the sit and reach. Amongst other things, like how many pull-ups can you do? Again, we didn't get a grade based on how good or bad our bodies adhered to these tests, but they were always writing stuff down, and I did terrible. I could barely even reach the box, because I can't reach my feet. I am very long and inflexible. So yeah, I don't know what the deal with that was. What was the deal with that? It happened multiple times from elementary school on. It was probably some presidential fitness exam or some mandated thing. Yeah, no, I mean, it totally, it is like the BMI, where it's like, it can be wrong if you're just like muscular or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't take into account people like proportionally who have long legs, or maybe shorter arms. But yeah, that. I don't know, why did I start thinking about that? Oh, my calves. Maybe I'm so inflexible that like my calves just don't care. They're just solid instruments of movement. Anyway, carrying on. The questions I got from donors to the Equal Justice Initiative, I have them. This one from Jinglestog asks, and I'm pretty sure I didn't answer this one already. So if I did, prepare for a refresher. Jinglestog asks, I love your GeoGuessr streams most of all. Because of the bad world we currently live in, it's nice to see the lives and areas other humans inhabit. Also, the Kurt J. Mac reactional humor helps. Your thoughts? Okay, this is less a question and more of a thought, followed by your thoughts. I gotta make it a guess on what Jinglestog is trying to extract here. This is what I think. Respond. You have 2 minutes. No, I mean, that is one of the many reasons I think I like GeoGuessr, aside from, like, being, like, very detail-oriented and specific. I mean, at least when I was trying to get perfect points. You know, it's a methodical sort of stuff. But also, yes, it is like almost a way to kind of experience the sort of things you would experience if you were well-traveled without being a well-traveled snob. But yeah, just like being in different neighborhoods and like being like so used to our own, or at least my own, like even within America it's completely different, but my own surroundings, houses, the stores I go to, the roads I drive on, and to see something that's completely different is interesting. And I suppose eye-opening and refreshing. I think I just heard your calves. Ha! Bovine jokes. So yeah, and then almost, I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I'm a little bit on the empathetic, is that the word I'm looking for? Pathetic, yes. Empathetic, maybe, where I like try to put myself in the shoes of what I see. I'm like, could I live in that small yurt on the side of the road in Mongolia or wherever it is we are, or you know, in these twisty roads in the mountains, or whatever it may be. So yeah, that is indeed something. I guess I don't use it as escapism, which is maybe what you're suggesting about the bad world we currently live in. Yes, we also can't forget about putting ourselves in the shoes of pickleboy.com. I mean, there's obviously little specific things. The precious blood and very creative rainwater drainage systems that people have set up. Stuff like that is always also very, very amusing. So yeah, I mean, I realize that GeoGuessr gets a lot of views. It always has, but I think it might be a little bit more so now because they have restricted it to needing a paid account. So I guess maybe people live vicariously through someone streaming GeoGuessr. And I do wish I could do more of it, but it, much like, you know, streaming Farlands or Bus multiple hours a day, is a real strain on, like, specifically my eyes, just having to, like, look at maps and read text, and, like, there's no dark mode on GeoGuessr I don't know if that would help or not, but then also just like the mentalness that has to go into it. I'm not used to thinking that hard. It makes it a bit of a struggle to do that long duration, I suppose. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me again finding excuses. But yeah, thank you, Jingles Dog, for the donation and the prompt. I'll call that more of a prompt than a question. Tord R asks, 1. Would you like to give your thoughts on the current geopolitical situation, or would you rather have Flob be a politics and COVID-free zone? I would rather everywhere be a COVID-free zone, but I don't think that's the kind of world that we have been allowed to live in. 2. Do you think it's useful to collect materials from asteroids, such as the recent Hayabusa sample return mission from asteroid Ryugu. Ryuski. I can answer that second question. I mean, we've talked about current event stuff. I don't care to make bold proclamations about no politics, no bad news, but I like to kind of keep it less about that, specifically in the episodes. I mean, in just straight stream stuff, I'll let my mouth run wild. Run wild, I say. But yeah, let's go to sleep and consider these in the morning. And snowshoe, snow runner, snow. Oh, I could have made a snow runner joke, Wolfie. Why did I not make a snow runner joke while I was snowshoeing? Because it's very difficult to run in snowshoes, probably. That's mostly the reason why. So, do you think it's useful to collect materials from asteroids? Yes? I'm assuming you're referring to scientifically, because that's what the Hayabusa and what's the other one? There have been multiples recently bringing back sample returns. So yes, I think it's useful. I'm not like a scientist. I don't know. I'm not in on like what specific chemical or geological information they gather from these sample returns, but I think it's very important. Because like I guess the thing like people might not understand is like, well, like meteors and stuff fall to the Earth. Why don't we just study those samples? Well, they change when they fall through the atmosphere through the immense heat and passing through our the various what's the word I'm looking for? Magnetic fields and things. So to get samples from outside of that influence, you're kind of, I think, preserving, to the best of my understanding, this is all off the top of my head, just based on transient knowledge that I have, or I think that I possess anyway, getting them when they're out there in space is more of an accurate record of the origins of that material and also the material of the entire solar system. It's the leftover dusty bits from the sun's formation. So yeah, I think it's very interesting and very important. And who made this hidey hole here? I would like to know. Yeah, you better. Let's spook somebody on the way back. So yeah, just like, okay, we've been to the moon already, and we've gathered however many pounds of moon samples to return, but wasn't it China who just did a robotic sample return? It's still valuable to get as much data as you can. Yeah, I think that's important. ZK touched a moon rock. So did I. So did I. It's at Kennedy Space Center. There's a little thingy you can touch. A moon rock, specifically. Let me clarify. Let's see here. I've already talked. What? I didn't touch no moon. Well, I mean, it's underwhelming. There's like it's a little sliver. It's a little flat. I think it's like a triangle. It's a little flat piece of moon rock. It just feels like smooth glass almost. But yeah, you could say, "Oh, I touched the moon." What is going on there? So yeah, it's in the same hall as the Saturn V. What is going on there? Excuse? Sir? Tree? Bush? Foliage? What is happening? Johnson Space Center has a full-on rock. Now, is it a sample returned from the moon missions, or is it a lunar meteorite? Because those you can find and touch and hold, too. What? 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 I've never seen anything like this. In my entire experience of 10 years of walking to the farlands. Because like a lot, if not all, of the moon return samples are like a heavily guarded thing. Like the Declaration of Independence or something like that. What is happening? Why tree through rock? Why tree through rock? I gotta investigate this. Science! For science, I must gather a sample return. This is how I die. Yep, this is how Kurt dies. Oh, this terrain offset is gonna kill me. Huh. Like there's no, like, I thought maybe there'd be like a wood on this side. How bizarre. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh good lord. Oh. Okay, I'm still holding shift. Ah. You see wood? No, you see dirt. There is no wood. How many blocks do I got here? Quite a few. Okay. Easy. No wood. Just grass. Or not even grass, just leaves. Weird. I thought weird. I don't know why this happened. Well, this is we did have one of these questions a few episodes ago about like the wonders of the Farlands or Bust world. This we add a new one to the list. This tree is like a transporter malfunction, and he's ended up rematerializing into a rock. Huh. Like, yeah, the leaves aren't even like decaying or falling away. Because I guess they're close enough to the main log. I don't have a theme song for this. I'm too worried about falling to my death. Weird. Why a block update? I will do no such thing. I don't think such a thing exists in this version of the game. Y'all are asking me to press F3, aren't you? Ha! Ah! Okay. Well, that's just wild and wacky and crazy. No, just place a block against it. I don't want to ruin it. It's so cool. Blow it up. It shouldn't exist. Kill it! Witchcraft! Neat. I am pleased that for whatever reason, of all the pixels we could have walked left or right in this game, it brought us to see this thing right here. And I'm taking more screenshots than I will ever do anything with. But, that's a thing. I don't even know what to call it. But we seen it. And have recorded it down for posterity and for all of history. To see the I don't even know what do we call it? Split tree. How do you say tree in Latin? And now we will never see it, or possibly anything of its kind, ever again. Oop. Get out of here. Penetration. Go on and get. Mystery? That's pretty good. The mystery. It doesn't really explain what we're looking at, but that makes some sense. All right, I need to. This is the end of the episode already. I thought I was gonna blast through all the questions I have. I got 2 left over. Still. Yeah, there's 5 more over here. Oh. I mean, we did think gold apples were going to be like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. They're at least a thrice-in-a-lifetime thing, huh? Why am I making this so difficult on myself? Why have I come up here? Why is this a thing I've done? Alright, Wolfie, have a seat. I'm going to put you safely over here. Yes. Okay. What a wacky, weird, wild time we're having in Farlands or Busts. Ooh. And now we have a sidey hole. So yeah. Woof. That's gonna do it for episode 813. I do appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, and or listening. Because not only is it a show, but it's also a podcast. That's not going to work for us at all, is it? Let's, yeah, that's better. Maybe. I don't know if I like that too much. Can I make this a sidey hole? I most certainly can. Nice. What do I do in this situation? Get out of here. I make some beds. Make some beds. Remind everybody, farlandsorbust.com is where you can learn more about this 10-year-long series almost, and also donate to our charity fundraiser, that is, for Equal Justice Initiative. I was also mentioning TLDR from the streams that, like, during Flobathon, whatever form it might take, Flobathon a day or whatever, I might find a new charity to start with, or even the same charity, but like start a new goal or something like that, just to drive more donations live during the streaming. So I'll definitely be looking at that. And looking at more weird, wild, wacky Minecraft stuff in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time. Ow! No, I won't! Die! I got 2 arrows out of that, I guess. Let's try this again. I wonder what the problem was. Was it this? It was probably this, right? I must be encased. Or it might be the surface? I might be too far to this side. Let's also do that for posterity. And let's try this again. And hopefully I will only see you next time. Sweet monkeys! This hidey hole is no good. It's defunct, and refunct, and there's too much funk happening here. Let's dig a little deeper, and down here maybe. We saw the secrets of the Matrix, and now they're out to get us. That tree, I'm saying, was a secret. Secrets. The feng shui is off. Yes, I haven't quite found my center yet. Is that a feng shui thing? Am I being insensitive by saying that? All right, so much light and torches and dirt. Let's try this again. Gosh dang it! Now I should also probably eat some dang bread. Gluten-free. And see you in the next episode. Next time. That's what I say. See you next time. Why tree through rock?